Hello everyone, welcome back to Jakook Diaries channel. In the K-pop world, full of cameras, rumors, and the attention of millions of fans, there's one relationship that always manages to steal the spotlight time and time again. That relationship is the close relationship between Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook. Fans around the world know them by one very popular name, Jikook. For years, their interactions have been a hot topic in the ARMY community. Not only because they are members of the global group BTS, but because the way they treat each other is often so genuine, warm, and caring. Many fans even say that there's something different when Jimin and Jungkook are in the same room. The energy between them feels different. The camera may be focused on all the BTS members, but often the fans' eyes are drawn to these two. From small glances and fleeting smiles to spontaneous moments together, everything seems to show a depth to their relationship that's hard to explain. This all started way back in their trainee days. At the time, Jungkook was the youngest member, still very young and far from his family in Busan. Meanwhile, Jimin also came from the same city and experienced tremendous pressure during his training. Many stories from those early days show how they began to depend on each other. Jungkook had appeared very shy and reserved at the beginning of his debut, but when he was around Jimin, his demeanor often changed, becoming more relaxed and full of laughter. This relationship slowly developed as BTS journeyed to global success. At various events, interviews, and live broadcasts, fans often witnessed the two sitting close together, teasing each other, or even subconsciously seeking each other out in the crowd. Small things like these may seem simple, but to ARMY, they hold great meaning. One of the things that struck fans most was how the two seemed to always care for each other, even in extremely busy situations. When the group was on a big stage or on a grueling world tour, cameras often captured moments of Jimin making sure Jungkook was okay, or Jungkook instinctively approaching Jimin during a break. Moments like these often went viral on social media. Fans replayed the video over and over again, trying to capture every tiny expression on their faces. Even a brief glance could spark a lengthy discussion within the ARMY community. Many fans believe this closeness is no mere coincidence. Many see a strong sense of mutual trust between them. In the pressure-filled entertainment world, having someone who truly understands you is invaluable. For some fans, that's what they see in Jimin and Jungkook's relationship. There are also many behind-the-scenes stories that further reinforce this belief. On various occasions, the other BTS members have joked about how Jimin and Jungkook often spend time together. Sometimes they practice together late into the night, other times they just sit and have long conversations about their lives and dreams. Their relationship also seems very natural. There's no sense of being contrived or forced. On the contrary, the closeness often emerges in very spontaneous moments. This is what makes many fans feel their relationship is so authentic. As time goes by, Jikook's popularity grows. Their supportive fan community grows worldwide. Compilation videos of Jimin and Jungkook's moments on various platforms have been viewed millions of times. Every new interaction is eagerly awaited by fans. But what's most interesting is how these two idols never seem to distance themselves from each other. Even when their schedules are incredibly busy or when they're focused on their respective projects, there are always moments that show they remain connected. For many ARMYs, this is incredibly touching. In a world that changes so rapidly, seeing two people maintain such closeness over the years is a rare treat. Some fans even say that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship reflects a truly deep friendship. They grew up together, faced the same challenges, and pursued the same dreams. All of these experiences undoubtedly created a very strong emotional bond. As BTS reaches the peak of global popularity, the pressures they face also increase. The demanding tour schedule, fan expectations, and international media scrutiny can be overwhelming, right? In situations like that, having someone always by your side can make a huge difference. That's why many fans believe that Jimin and Jungkook's relationship isn't just about cute moments in front of the camera. There's a long history, shared struggles, and a deep understanding behind it all. Interestingly, although their closeness is often a big topic of discussion among fans, the two rarely address it directly. They simply continue living their lives as usual, working hard as artists and showing concern for each other naturally.
낮에 포케 먹다가 이거 씹다가 이걸 씹었.
It's precisely this simple gesture that makes their relationship feel even more real. There's no big drama, no long explanations. Just two people who seem comfortable around each other. Whenever Jimin and Jungkook appear together, fans' reactions are always the same. Joy, emotion, and curiosity. Many wonder why they seem so close. Is it because of their trainee days? Is it because they come from the same city? Or maybe it's because they truly understand each other in a way that no one else does. These questions continue to arise year after year, and perhaps that's what keeps the Jakook phenomenon so compelling. There's a small mystery that always makes fans want to find out more. In the end, the real reason may be much simpler than the theories circulating. Two people who spend so much time together, face the same challenges, and share the same dreams are bound to build a very strong bond. And perhaps that's what touches so many fans every time they see them together. Behind all the entertainment world spotlight, Jimin and Jungkook's relationship reminds us of something very human. The need to have someone always by our side. As BTS continues their journey, one thing seems to remain consistent. Every time Jimin and Jungkook are in the same place, there's a small moment that brings a smile to fans' faces. A glance, a laugh, or even just standing close together is enough to warm armies around the world. That's why the question, why can't Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook always be apart, continues to be a topic of interest. Perhaps the answer isn't something dramatic. Perhaps the answer is just one simple word: closeness. But for fans, that closeness holds a much greater meaning. It's a story about two people growing together on the world stage, supporting each other, and showing that even amidst global fame, genuine human connection can still thrive. And as long as that story continues, Jikook will likely remain one of the most compelling stories in the K-pop world. Looking back on all the moments that have happened over the years, the relationship between Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook has always felt special. Whether it's through small glances, simple jokes, or the care they show each other, everything seems to show that their bond is deeply meaningful. On BTS's long journey, they're not just bandmates, but two people who have grown together, faced the same pressures, and shared the same dreams on the world stage. For ARMYs, every moment with Jikook feels like a small piece of a larger story. A story of friendship, closeness, and trust built over the years. No matter how many theories or discussions surface online, one thing is certain. Their relationship always manages to bring smiles to fans around the world. We may never truly know the whole story behind their relationship, but that's precisely where its beauty lies. Because sometimes the most sincere things don't always need to be explained in words. And now we want to hear your thoughts. Why do you think Park Jimin and Jeon Jungkook always seem so close? Is it because of their strong friendship, because they've been through so much together? Or is there another reason only the two of them know? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to give a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so you don't miss other interesting stories about the world of BTS and Jakook's special moments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.